All right, but notice how I play this fight. I want you guys to notice how instead of sitting in the building, I'm playing. My teammates remain in the building, but I'm utilizing smoke for concealment, pop my reload, pop my plates. I'm mid-popping my plates. I see an enemy, and I go with the door play, maintaining movement. This is how you guys need to play fights. There's no reason to be laying still like my guy Alpha is. He survives, but he got lucky because the other guy was chasing me. YouTube, today I decided to take my SR in order to teach you guys how to play ranked. And unfortunately, I thought I was just gonna spectate, but it put me with a random squad. And because I didn't want to be mean to them, I decided to play it out. And this is what happened. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel today, and let's get into it. All right, so right off the bat, we have no mics. We do have a ping, and we're landing on the outskirts. Outskirts landings are not a bad thing. You want to try to get a slow start because especially when you're in bronze, really you're just playing for placement. If you're in bronze, it doesn't cost you any SR, so you really want to play for placement and try your best to survive as long as possible. With saying that though, again, play smarter, not harder. You don't want to avoid fights, but you don't want to pick unnecessary fights that may get you killed. And developing the skill to determine which fight is good and which fight is bad, you get that from getting reps in and getting in different fights and knowing your confidence level. All right, so right off the bat, we don't have comms. We've already lost one teammate. This is going off really well. Our other teammate's diverting back. This is a bad decision. So right now, our teammate is playing in the ghoulie, so we need to rely on him to win. We need to just stick where our original landing was at and try our best to play our lives. Remember, it's ranked. There's no place for egos in ranked. There's no place for vengeance kills and things like that. And trust me, I'm a vengeance killing some bitch. Dude, what? That is a weird room. I don't think I've ever been in this building. I got voice comms on. No. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a glitch right now with voice comms. If it pops up, it doesn't mean they're next to you. Only if you hear their voice does it actually mean they're next to you. All right. All right, so right now we're just relying on our teammate to win his ghoulie. We got a stronghold next to us, so people will be coming in this area. So right now, just gather weapons, gather loot, and then we need to like stay relatively close together. I do believe right now we're a little too split off, and I don't like it. The only reason I'm okay with it right now is just because he's looting a building. There's no point in both of us looting. It's too small. He'll find weapons. I'll end up getting there. Nothing will be there for me. But again, you don't want to get too separated. So I'm going to work my way back to my teammate. And especially if there's no comms for you guys, because a lot of you are playing with randoms or whatnot, you want to just try to find a teammate like him. If he's running around, as long as he's not sitting in a corner, just follow his lead. Again, it's not an ego thing. This is a very un-ego. When it comes to ranked, you got to take ego out of it. I played ranked Rainbow Six, ranked League of Legends, ranked Counter-Strike, and then the list goes on. All right, so now we got our money to get our teammate back. And again, look, if you guys are the ones that are randoms, please do your teammates a favor and just utilize your mic. Please. Even if you're in Discord, dude, it just benefit everybody if you just talked. Because right now I'm literally just following his pings. And pings are great, but if you guys know anything, especially controller players, no shots, but it is more difficult. When you start shooting at enemies, you're going to be shooting and not pinging. And the moment you get in the gunfight, you're probably gonna want your teammate there to help you out. All right, we've got a drone. I have no idea exactly what to expect. I'm just gonna follow their lead, and honestly, I don't think it's a really good idea. But again, for video purposes. So what are we doing wrong? Well, right now, we're not really doing anything right. He's sitting here droning for no reason. Our other teammates kind of just laying prone by him. We've got pings going out, and now I guess we're pushing. So I'm assuming now we've got an enemy pinged on blue. Yellow's a little bit behind us, not too bad. It's gonna be a fun push. Now, I don't know if there are people there. I don't know if this is where he wants to go. So again, I'm gonna try to remain on alert. But judging by how he's looking on the building, I don't believe anyone's in here. He's crouch walking. I really hope we're not sitting in here. Okay, let's talk about positioning, because I think that's exactly what he's doing. So when it comes to positioning, right? We are in a bad spot. You want to try to remain, landing on the edge is fine, but when it comes to the zone, you want to try to go ahead and pre-position yourself center. Now, a lot of people will want to play too passive, and a lot of people want to play too aggressive. The aggressive players want to get kills because in their mind, I got to get high kills so I can get more SR, and you're 100% correct. But if you sit there and you try to go for 10, 20 kills and you die when there's 20 teams up, you don't get to achieve and earn those bonuses, those bonus points per kill and assist and placement, and it really hurts you more than it helps you. I 100% believe, of course, winning, but I think all the important kills come in game, because when it comes to in game, it's hectic, it's crazy. The team with the best positioning has the win, team with the best loot has the win, and also they usually get the most kills as well. We played 8 games yesterday. We got 1700 SR, so we did relatively decent. Not as good as we wanted to, but we were in some real sweat lobbies. Again, our first lobby was absolutely crazy. Every streamer in the world was in there, and it was basically like that the whole day. We were basically leveling up with the rest of the guys and girls, and it was wild. Again, ping's going out. Not really sure what to expect. I'm hoping that these guys understand that if you double tap, it alerts, like, you know, that little red square, and they can differentiate. A lot of people just use one ping, like this one, as their everything ping, when in reality, you really have no idea what the hell that means. So right now we're still playing for loot, which is fine. I mean, I would like my loadie, but we really landed at a spot that had bad loot. This area back here is just massive. There's a lot of buildings that are destroyed. You're not going to find much shit there anyway. You could possibly find a loadie, but in reality, the money there is just going to be scarce. And then here we are kind of ghetto looting on the way to wherever we want to go. If you want to get loot, like one of my favorite spots is Al-Mazrah City. Some people go there. If you can get the high ground and win your gunnies, you're set. Your rotations are great. You have balloons. You can parachute off to the black site, and the list goes on. I'm all for waiting for the free loadie, but you know, I'd rather buy a loadie off the rip so I can defend myself and or get a little active and then get my free loadie as my second group of perks, aka like restock, things like that. I'm very interested to see how this goes. Very interested to see how this goes. And honestly, I'm negative SR because we're silver, of course, and it costs money. I'm a snipe. Now, one of the things you guys need to be aware of when it comes to SR is if you get a knock, let your teammate hit him. If your teammate executes him, he'll get points for that. So if I knock him, I get 5 points. If my teammate executes him, he gets 5 points. And shit, sometimes we even get lucky enough to where I'll let him shoot the knock and him shoot the knock, and we'll all get 5 points. So you can all kind of feed each other SR. So if you have a teammate that just slays out, get the assist. Or shit, if you're all shooting at the same enemy, remember, everyone that shoots that guy gets the assist. It's one of the reasons why I really like sniping. You can really start getting assists from other team battles. All right, again, so when we look at this positioning right here, we're going to expect a lot of heat because you have all of Al-Mazrah City coming out. So I really don't like this from a passive standpoint. I honestly recommend that this squad, we get the hell out of here. I don't think that this squad will be able to handle the pressure that's about to come to them. Because right now, we have this really to worry about more than anything. Honestly, everyone's probably going to be clustered around here, but when the circle dives south, and it will, not only are we going to have to go through Hydro, but we're also going to have to fight them and these guys as well, plus the people gatekeeping us. So again, highly recommend pre-rotating to center zone and really getting a decent position. You don't have to just sit there. It's still relatively early to just pick a building and just camp, but I definitely recommend it. And you guys know I'll never encourage you guys to ever sit still and camp, but when it comes to rank, you have to treat this very differently. All right, let me start actually playing the game. This poor team picked the wrong teammate to be with. Again, I was honestly expecting to load in and be able to spectate, but it threw me with a trio, so that was just unfortunate. I really didn't want to chalk anyone else's game. Saw movement back there. Train might have people on it. Blue's moving out. Also, you got to stay paying attention to your mini map. Do not get split from your team. If your teammate has quick movement speed, make sure you have a gun out in your hand that has quick movement speed. I've seen a lot of people get separated because they're rocking an AR and an ISO. And the ISO is, it's okay if you want to run that, but remember, the ISO is a little bit heavier, so people with MP5s or the Lockman will be outrunning your ass. And it's gonna be a lot harder for you to keep up with your squad. And when you get a little bit separated, that's when you run into some issues. So normally when we're playing pubs, I'm pretty aggressive. We hot drop, we go for kills, things like that. But honestly, right now, again, it's all about placement and getting kills and getting assists and playing smart. Also, make sure you remove your pings. That shit's blinding. If someone happens to be in front of that, I won't be able to see them, especially if I'm sniping. Again, we are kind of in an area where we're going to be expecting a lot of fights, and it looks like we're running to more fights, which, again, if you can handle yourself, that's good. But in ranked, it's going to be a lot harder to handle yourself if you're just running towards areas people can be camping in. I fully expect to run into teams sitting in buildings, and we're probably going to die that way. If you've watched my live streams, you know that we're super aggressive in pubs. And if you watched me yesterday, you know I was super passive. I mean, ADS walking through buildings, trying my best to clear corners, looking around. Because again, if you're playing ranked, you got to be fully committed. And to be 100% honest, I think rank just gives everyone more of a purpose to keep grinding and playing. What are we doing, my guy? All right, positioning. This is a bad spot. We're on the low ground. If people are in these buildings, we literally can't contest them. They could knock us and push us, shoot us through windows. This is a very bad height differential that I really don't want to be in. Let's see what they're marking. All right, he wants to get there. He wants to get there. Hydro, again, not really a smart rotate because you have to go through the wide open. This as well, not a smart one. I'd recommend getting our asses to the balloon and getting the hell out of here and getting to a better position. We're gonna go ahead and go for the wide left rotate. Now, what I've experienced in ranked is a lot of people like to sit on these hills, especially under Zaza, and they'll sit there and just gatekeep everybody rotating up. This circle is actually very familiar. We had this like 9 times during ranked the other day. Or yesterday, I should say. How the hell did you get up there, bro? Again, when you're rotating, you have to pre-plan for best and worst case scenario, right? Shoot him! Bruh. Come on, man. All right. Now, going to that conversation right there, the reason why I did that is I knew they were following the street. Most players, most bots, no offense. Oh, shit, we got people near us. Fuck. All right, right now we're separated right now. I can't come to my homie. But again, most players drive on the street. So when I saw it come up minimap, I just threw it down. That was a very simple play. I knew he was going to hit both of them. Now, I was in a very bad spot, so I fully anticipated getting jumped on. The good thing was I knew that the vehicle would be damaged, and I knew that I would have the driver a little bit damaged. I'm very surprised I didn't knock the driver to be 100. But I relied on my teammate to finish it up. Now, when I was spamming the ping to kill that dude, he should have listened. The fact that he didn't, he's very lucky the enemy shot at him first and not me. Because if he would have shot me first, he probably would have killed Julian as well. Because I'm the only one that was able to kill that guy. I don't think he had any idea that dude was around. Does he need a plate box or something? Let's see. I have no plates, bro. So, just giving you guys a quick tip. If your teammate is spamming a ping on someone self-resing, please, for love of everything that's holy, kill him. If you're like, I want him to self-res so I can get the kill, that's stupid. Again, dude, just execute him. You get the same amount of points. I don't think that's what his purpose was, but it definitely is what it kind of felt like. Now, we had voices on us. I know there are people around us, and I have a feeling they're somewhere over here. I can't count on my homies. I tried talking to them in the pregame. They just didn't give a shit. Now, notice how I'm looking around on the edge, trying to see people coming in from, of course, Hydro. And they're kind of just still looting. You got to be very observant and look around. A lot of players are unaware of what's around them, and that's why they get snuck up on, and that's why they get shot in the face, and that's why they die. Not to mention, we're playing the edge of the gas. This is a bad play. Look at this rotation. It's going to go back to Zaza. We're going to have a very hard time. Again, there were players around us. There are players holding us. I'll be shocked if we get out of this. It's going to take a crucial snipe to suppress us. It's going to take our team to be on point. Alpha's going up by himself trying to solo this. Julian's sitting in his loadout. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Wouldn't it be some shit if we pulled off the win with the randoms and ranked? That'd be some shit. I doubt it. That'd be some shit. Remember, when you're playing ranked with randoms, you really have to be on point. You really have to be sticking together, playing together, even if you don't have comms, because everyone you're playing against, most of them are going to be in a squad. You want me to go first? Fine, I'll go first. Oh. Now, I don't really like the Zaza play. I always tell you guys go high ground, but look at the zone. 80% of this zone is not Zaza. We don't really have to come here yet. Remember, we're playing for placement. We have 14 teams left. We only need to get to third place to really get a nice bonus. So honestly, that's my goal, is to play third place. We're sitting in the open right now. This is not smart. You want to check your map, that's fine, but let's check it somewhere else. All right, so he made a good decision to rotate. I honestly should probably be pinging where to go for these guys, but they seem to me like they're in a Discord together. And I don't want to have a situation where there's too many chiefs and not enough whatever. So again, I'm just kind of going with their flow. Now, again, going back to what I said about the other building when we were over here, right? The elevation difference. This is what you want to avoid. I don't like this because we have Zaza right above us and we also have this building right above us. So I can't play the rooftop. As a sniper, I kind of want to try my best to always shit. I know my teammates on the same floor as me. I'm talking to chat, right? I'm talking to you guys because we recorded that match live, but I'm talking to you guys right now. That's why I'm just sitting here and I hear people above me or a person. And I'm like, wait, what? Then I see them. And instead of sitting here just challenging like most players would do, nah, bitch, I'm bailing out. I'm gone. Throw that down there in case he decides to jump on my team. Because again, I don't feel confident with my teammates. I want to help them out if I'm not in the building. Now, instead of crawling up the ladder or climbing up the ladder like most players would do, again, I'm going to try my best. First, I'm going to hold the angle. I'm going to make sure he's not going to peek me. Because if he hears my footsteps and he peeks, I'm trying to go for jumps, I'm going to get shot in the head. So I play this for a second. I see him throwing nades. So now I know he's focused on the left-hand side of this building as well as inside. So I go with the explosion. Notice the timing. To hide any type of audio that he might hear from me. Will it work every time? No. But it definitely is perfectly timed in this situation. That's why I went with the move when I did it. Same thing again. Nade goes off. I come up. He doesn't stand a chance in hell. And he has no idea. Now, I don't know where he came from, and I have no idea where his teammates are. He wasn't a team wipe. Guys, you got to stick together. You don't have to stack. You don't have to sit in the same. Well, actually, you know what? You do have to stack. You don't have to sit in a corner together, but play together. If you're going to push a building, push it together. There's no reason for players to be coming at me one at a time. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I'm better than a lot of people. Shit, I might be better than you. I might not be. But if I am better than you, guess what? A 1v1 with me, you'll probably lose 90% of the time. However, I'm not talking shit. I'm leading up to something. However, if you guys 3-stack me, you'll destroy me. You can't survive a 3-stack. You just can't. I want to try my best to always have the higher ground and be able to spot around us. And again, he got the rooftop. He could have killed me. Thankfully, I spotted him and I heard his voice or heard his footsteps. Also with that, instead of just sitting here trying to challenge the enemy, again, with the elevation difference, I jumped out the window. Shit, wrong button. I jumped out the window and I just played a different angle. This is what I'm talking about when I say push the enemy from a different direction. I don't know why it's auto picking up AR. Shit. Getting looked at. Can I get in the hole, please? From the northwest. Again, I can't ping anything, but I know he's over there. Right now, I'm looking for glints. I'm looking for movement. Anything that can identify a person. And notice again how I'm just keeping my character moving. This makes it a lot harder for those one-tap headshots. And also enemies that can't shoot straight to save their life. Again, this is what you not want to do. Remember, I'm looking around. I'm scanning everything. I'm getting on the roof. I'm looking at the hill. I'm looking around us. These two guys are sitting in the building meleeing each other. No. We're in ranked. Lock it the fuck in. All right? Okay, the guy I was looking at me is probably above us. All right, now that it's in game, I said earlier, don't play the edge of the gas. It's not a smart play. But now you do. Now, once it's in game, you want to slow play the shit out of this. And again, going back to what I said, I don't like being here. I don't like being here at all. We're on the low ground. We're in a very bad spot. And we're not even fucking safe, my guy. So right now, because we're in a bad spot, I don't want to take any unnecessary fights. I'm not going to shoot anybody unless I absolutely have to or they're staring at me. This is not a good play. Okay, so don't shoot this vehicle. If they shoot this vehicle, we're dead. I think I'm gonna miss that. Damn, I'm a little too late on that one. We need to rotate and get out of here. I'm gonna take the lead, I think, and we're gonna go ahead and we're too late. So this is the problem with not pre-rotating, like I said from the beginning. The fact we didn't pre-rotate, now people are already gonna be in these spots and we're gonna have to fight our way out of every single situation. Not good, not smart. Look at this, no cover, no concealment. I will be shocked if no one's there. We're gonna have to rely on our smoke grenades. We're gonna have to rely on the fact that everyone's gonna be shooting at each other, which they're not, they're shooting at us. We need to smoke and get our asses there. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna think about this team.
The bathroom, in the bathroom.
Shit, they're in this building too.
Fuck yeah.
You hear the call outs in the bathroom. So again, we're in a bad spot. This is really more or less our fault than anything.
Because we're gonna wanna hop over.
This is gonna be your best bet right here. One of you here.
I'm good right here. I'm good right here.
Okay, I'll hold here. I'll hold you there. Or you got it. You got it. You got it. I got here.
Shit.
Hey.
Hey, you got all those proximity those proximity mines all over, right?
Not yet.
Coco, yes, you do. Yes, you do. I can see all.
All right, so again, bad spot. It's unfortunate. Now we're gonna have to fight our asses off. That's all she wrote. If you guys are trying to be a sniper and you don't go for shots like this often, you'll never hit these. It wasn't even that good of a shot, but I wanted to point this out because a lot of you guys that I watch in your sniper gameplays, whether you submit them or randoms, you just kind of sit there and you stare at the enemy. And if you think you can't take the shot, you don't. But again, if you don't put yourself in situations, how are you gonna get better? Don't drive vehicles in game, guys. You look dumb. Can't get the res off? Okay, that's awkward. Try to play outside of the building. Smoke yourself if you can. Play the door just like that. Try your best to win the fights. I got the claymores down. Shit. Where the hell did he come from? Now, I did play the game live, but I want to talk about this fight real quick, right? So this guy's peeking the window, and I'm really taking an unnecessary fight, but because of the way this guy's playing, I feel pretty confident in my ability to kill him. One, he's got a bot skin on. That doesn't always tell the full story, but because of how he's playing, crouch walking, sitting in the open, contesting a sniper this many times, I feel pretty damn confident. But drill charge comes. So I break away to the opposite direction. You have to pay attention to that. Seems simple, I know. It's savage, why are you telling us this? I know, but we see people running this shit all the time. So I run that way, but notice what I do. I instantly look back, and I actually went to go help res my teammate, but he used a revive pistol. Not a bad idea, honestly. I would have liked to be able to tap him, but because we were getting pushed and we didn't know it, it was actually a really good idea. So I was trying to get the res off, forgot he had a res pistol, and I start peeking again. See this guy pushing up. This is the same guy that was shooting at us, or that I had cracked. So, easy knock. I notice I'm getting shot from the top of it. I see the tracer, so I back off to the left instead of going for the execute. Why? Because I would have died. But, story's not over. Break away. I want to get the execute because he's running towards us, and I also want to get eyes on the guy that was shooting at me. So I play the opposite side of the wall because I know that this angle, he won't be able to see me. He can still shoot through the building, but it's going to rely on luck, and does he actually do it? Because most players don't try to wall people. High alert goes off. I'm getting shot from behind. Now, I want you guys to really pay attention to this fight here. What I do, how I play it versus my team. I jump out the door. I need to reload. I need to plate. But what's the most important thing that I need? Concealment. I need concealment. Most important thing here. Then I'm able to sit in the smoke, plate, reload. I'm semi-safe. My high alert goes off to my left-hand side, so I know I need to hurry. So I start plating as I go back in. Notice how I do the door play. This is a higher level of gameplay move right here because it breaks visual. You go in the door, enemies are most of the time going to assume you're going to be in there and just sit there laying crouched or prone. They're going to shoot through the door, just bust in. Me, nuh-uh. I'm going to play it and bust back out. Just a simple door play right there. Most players don't do. And again, I always tell you guys to maintain movement. I don't just tell you this for my health. I live this life. So I notice the enemy goes up the backside. Instead of sitting in the corner like my teammate. Oh, you can't see him. Hold up a second. Instead of doing this, you do what I'm doing, right? This is how I was able to survive. Now I'm playing the outside of the building because you want to try to throw the enemy off. Enemies will always try to predict your movement. And if you're predictable, they will kill you. Now, this was just unfortunate. I'll be honest. This is just very unfortunate for me. I knew he was out here. I closed the door. Now, why did I close the door? Because, and you see him right here, he literally popped up very last second. I mean, I don't think anyone would have spotted this at all. And of course, the audio is not good, so I didn't hear him. But close the door because if he busts through the door now, I can hear the door open because footsteps, good luck, right? Clearly. And just by complete surprise, I got blown away. Nonetheless, even though I died, this player wasn't bad. This player that killed me was also good because instead of just sitting there staring in a window or standing still, he maintained movement as well. Me and him ran around this building me and him ran around this building like our heads were cut off, trying to find each other. And ultimately, he won the fight. But nonetheless, I was able to survive so long in play. If my teammate would have helped me, we might have won this game. Because right now, we don't have circle favor. There are still 3 other teams. And if we would have killed this last guy, there would have been 2 other teams. Look at this zone. Look at this circle, right? We're on the low ground. They're all going to be up here. So we could probably push up and take advantage of them fighting each other. But because my teammate decided to do this, that was our outcome. Now, again, I'm shocked we made it to 3rd place. And I truly believe the only reason we made it to 3rd place is because I had smokes and I got us there. In the beginning, I followed their lead and we just got lucky we didn't run into enemies. But in the end, when we were in a bad position, we were by that radio tower on the edge of the zone, I was like, this is bad. And I just went with my move, smoked myself to the building, got to this building because I saw the circle rotate to the next one. That right there is what solidified it. Now, when you get to a building, you've got to play it correctly. You have to. Laying in corners, you might get a lucky kill. Do not let that kill or two build the mindset that's how you're supposed to play, because it's not. What would you guys rather? Lay prone? And remember, he survived longer than I did. Would you rather lay prone, hiding, or play like this? Because in the end, even though I died, I truly believe it's just because the guy lit. It was just COD timing. Guy crossed, didn't hear him, no footstep audio. It was what it was. But again, most of the time when you're playing like this, this is how you get better at the game. Right there. No way to just teleport through that door. What? It's a 1v 3v1 possibly. If I was alive right now, we might had a chance, but unfortunately with that, I think this is where we end. Now it's a 1v2. He needs to be taking shots. He's not gonna make it.